Is it possible that there will be zombies in this world? I know you've seen films of zombies and you've seen how they ravaged the human society. And it's been in the film. And a lot of people would say it's just a film. It's just a film. Scary, right? But is it possible that there will be zombies in the world? And what has the Bible got to say about that? Well, zombies are actually in the Bible. And in a very short time, we will begin to see zombies. I'd like you to watch this clip. God bless you.
Some people whose names were never written in the book of life. So now we've got here zombie preparedness. Look at that. Zombie pandemic. What is that telling you? That there's going to be a zombie pandemic. Make no mistakes about it. The Bible says all those whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. And I've told you the ways in which that can be achieved. Number one way to achieve those who would come into this world and their names were never in the book of life. Number one way is creating new ones. They want to fundamentally change the human person and control you from their control center, because through the vaccine they introduces software into your body. You can see that the children of the wicked are trying to dominate because they did these things before. They were the reasons for the destruction of the world with water. They corrupted the earth. They corrupted the human race. And the Bible says they corrupted the beasts of the field to the point that God had to destroy everything. And that's exactly what they're trying to do now, to corrupt even the animals. They want to corrupt the plants. They want to corrupt everything, because that's the way Satan works. He not only corrupts the people, he corrupts their whole society and corrupts the elements. He has already told you there's going to be a zombie pandemic. Look at that design very carefully. The DNA, it houses the genetic code and the instructions and information of that individual personality required for the development of an organism and for the life of the organism, including its reproduction of its like. It cannot reproduce its like without the DNA. It passes that DNA to its offspring. And that's why a human gives birth to a human, and a human gives birth to a human. What identifies you? Every cell of your body has that DNA. If you alter it, if you alter the human DNA, that person, the body with which he was born, has been altered. He is no longer the same person. You might as well give him another name. When that identity is changed, it's a new identity. He is not recognized. So his name is not in the book of life. He's another person. There's no other way. And so when we see today sons of darkness, children of darkness manipulating the systems, they call them inventors of evil things, manipulating the systems and trying to run the society, we have to understand what's going on. We can see that the children of the wicked are trying to dominate because they did these things before. They were the reasons for the destruction of the world with water. They corrupted the earth. They corrupted the human race. And the Bible says they corrupted the beasts of the field to the point that God had to destroy everything. And that's exactly what they're trying to do now, to corrupt even the animals. Because God talks about blotting out one's name from the book of life. But there are some whose names were never written in the book of life. I want to remind you that there's such a thing as cloning. human cloning. If you've not heard of it, they're at an advanced stage. Leave it there. But after we are gone, there will be massive manifestations of cloned persons, and their names were never in the book of life.
Remember clearly that there was a time God destroyed the world. Do you recall? Now remember that the Bible tells us that there were giants on earth. Why? Because angels, spirits, had affairs, had sex with humans. Now, scientifically, if you are to give birth for an angel, it would mean that the human DNA, the gene must have been altered, right? So, a dog has his own gene. A goat has its own gene. Human beings also have their own gene. Now, when this is now being mixed with that of an angel or a spirit being, it means that that child is not an ordinary human. It's something has been changed. Recall. So the Bible says that there were giants born unto men. Born in those days. Giant? Something wasn't right. And the Bible says that men became very wicked and God had to destroy the world. That's a change of human gene. And a lot of people say spirit beings, the devil had already entered into the human society and altered the DNA, altered what God had made original. And that is why in the Bible you would see that there are some people whose names were never found in the book of life. As you're born into this world, your name is in the book of life. Do you get it? Everybody born into this world has that, the book of life. But some of them, their names were never found. Never. Not that they were removed. They were never found in the book of life. Why? Because God didn't create them as human beings. Only human beings are the people whose names are supposed to be in the book of life. Now, if your name was never found, that means you were not born as human. So, find out there will be zombies again in the world. And at that point in time, there will be destruction because God will not spare them.